Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad HARRAZ HILMI bin Muhammad SHUKRI and my metric number is B0324105540. So today I will present my project, which is called Door2Dry. It is a smart laundry pickup and delivery system, and this project is for distributed application development subject. Let's continue. What is Door2Dry? So the introduction of this, it is an innovative laundry service management system. It connects customer with delivery drivers seamlessly, streamline laundry pickup and delivery, and it makes laundry service more accessible and efficient for the users. Why we develop the Door2Dry? What is the commercial value, the market value? So to address the key market needs, it is for growing demand for on-demand service, efficient delivery tracking and management, digital transformation for traditional laundry, contactless service preferences, and it is also integrated with the real-time tracking with Google Maps API. How the system works? This is the system architecture, which I believe we have the front-end application, two front-end application, which is customer and the driver, the backend service, which is we have the PHP backend API, and the authentication part use the JWT authentication, JSON Web Token, and for the database it use MySQL database for the persistent storage, and for the Maps integration it is an external service. We use the Google Maps API, which require us the Google Maps API key from the Google Cloud. Next, it is consists of two front-end application, which is customer and the driver. Let's start with the customer first. For the customer, they can have the user registration and login for the easy onboarding. They can make order with the order placement. They can select items, add their notes, choose pickup and delivery times, real-time tracking, monitor their laundry journey, order history and rating. They can review their past order and rate the driver service. For the driver app, it is task management interface. They can view assigned pickups and deliveries, and they can also take the order. Route optimization, which is using Google Maps, it will give a efficient navigation from the driver location to the order location. Real-time location updates, they can share their current position for the customer to see where are their laundry order at. Status update, they can mark the orders as pickup, washing or delivered. And all of this front end connected to one only back end, which is the central back end. We use the MySQL. For the authentication, we use the JWT, JSON Web Token, and for security, we use Argon 2 ID password machine, which is bcrypt, CSRF protection, input validation and sanitization. Next, the order journey from request to delivery. It is a very seamless flow where customer creates the order. If the order not valid, then it just return validation error. And if the system validates the order is valid, and the order status will change to request, and the system will notify the available drivers. After that, if the driver accept the orders, and the status is updated to pick up. When driver pick up the laundry, they can update the status washing when they arrive at the laundry station and to wash the clothes. And after the laundry is processed, after it done, and the driver go to the customer house to send, and they can update the status as delivered. After that, the customer is lastly can rate the driver services. So if the driver not accepting the order, then it will continue to find other driver if anyone else want to pick the order. So for the security and reliability, use the JWT authentication. It is secure user session. Role-based access control, ensuring the correct permission for the customer and driver role. Prepared statements query to prevent SQL injection. Input validation and sanitization, protecting against malicious data. And rate limiting, defending against abuse. So now I will demonstrate the system. First, we are going to the customer portal, which is the first front-end application. And here they can log in and they can register. So let's register first customer account. And for the address, either you can type, so the Google Map API will auto detect and auto fill the location, or you can also click use my location button, so it will auto detect where is the user's current location and will be filled inside the address input. And we create the account, And now the registration successful, and it will be redirect to the dashboard, so the user no need to log in after registration is successful. Here is the user customer dashboard. So for the customer, they have the stats card, which is the total orders, active orders, complete, and average rating. And here is the interactive map where they can pin any location when creating order. I will show after this. And it also have the filters, all orders, active, my address. So if click my address, it will show the current user location. For all orders, it will show the orders location. So let's start with the creating new order. I will create new order by entering pickup address. Let's say I want to pick up at UTM. So this interactive map where we can pin inside the map. So I will took UTM Satria to pick up, and after click it will pin and autofill the pickup address input with the address in the map. It use address, latitude and longitude. So for the item description, let's say I will say 3 shirts, preferred pickup date, time. Okay, I will put the notes, and let's place the order. So order placed, and it will show the toast notification, and will bring to the my order tab, and it will show the order requested, the order number, the details, location, and that's it for the customer. Let's log in into driver portal to pick up the requested order. And forgot to say that in the order tracking, we can see where is the active order and my address. So this is the distance between my address and the order. Let's log in into driver. So for the driver portal, to register it needs to contact admin. So since we didn't implement the admin panel, so we will use the API after this to register a driver. So let's start with the email address. Okay, now the login is successful. So this is the driver dashboard, which is it will have the statistic card with available orders, which is the 2 orders are waiting for the pickup, active order, complete today, and the quick action, which is to update where are their location at. So here the filter also works the same, except we have the my orders tab available. So this is available, we did not take the order yet, and you can click where is my location. So let's click order, and here we will find the available order that we can take. So let's see, let's go to the order management to available order, and this is what the customer order 21 requested, and we'll take the order. Let's click take order. The order is assigned for this driver 1, and let's take a look at the dashboard. This is what we requested, and click get direction. Now the route is about 9.9 kilometer from my current location right now. This is my current location, and this is the order location. So for the available orders, like the pickup pending, after the driver has arrived at the customer home, they can mark the pickup. Let's click mark pickup, and then they pick up and they going to the laundry and then they can mark as washing. Let's click mark washing. Before that, let's try to log in as a customer first to see does the status is really updated. So we'll log out, and let's go to the customer portal. Okay, and now it shows the pickup, and where is it pickup. So we go to my orders and see the driver is already assigned for this order, for this customer orders. And let's finish what the driver need to do. Go to driver portal, we will log in again, and let's finish this order. We will mark washing, and after wash, and we are already done washing, and then we'll go to the customer house to deliver the order, and we'll mark as delivered, and we'll click mark delivered. And now it is show the completed today as 1 orders delivered today. So let's see at the customer page, and now the status is updated completely, which is the one orders is complete. And here we are, we got all the details, and we can rate the order as a customer. Okay, and we can submit the rating. And now that's all for the system demonstration, and I will now move to the API demonstration for all of the endpoint that we created. Let's go. So now I will test the API endpoint to ensure that it is working, and I will open up the Postman for the testing method, and I will use the post, and the endpoint is just API slash. So in the readme it's already stated for the endpoint and the request body. So I will take register.php. Let's test the registration first, and in the request body we just copy this and post it here. Okay, now let's try to test with the customer account. The address I will put as utem first, and the latitude and latitude we will fetch from the Google here. So I will take the latitude and longitude here. The latitude is here. I will take this and paste the inside here, and the longitude I will paste here. So now I will try to send, and this is the response that we get, which is the success message. Just registration successful for the user ID 7, the name, email, and the role. So let's try to log in. Does it work or not? So I will try to log in. Now the login is successful, meaning that the registration from the API is working. So now let's say click my address. Here we already insert the utem, the latitude and the longitude is stated at the utem. So next we are trying to log in from this API, and let's find the login, post login.php. Okay, and the request body, email, and the password. Let's try with HARRAZ at mail.com, the password, and we try to send, and we get the success message, which is login successful. And next we are going to test the no need to test for the logout first, as it did for the last. Let's test for the create order. So we are going to use post create order.php. Okay, it is for customer only. Okay, so if we log in here as a driver, then it will return the error message, which is the customer only function. So create order.php, I will take this, and let's insert the address at the, and the pickup date we must use the date format. Okay, let's say 25 2107. I'm sorry, the month first, 23. Okay, the pickup hours 12. Okay, sorry, 12. And for the latitude and longitude we will search for the utem Satria coordinate. Okay, I will take this, and this, and we will try to send. And now it show order created successfully for the order ID 22. And here we will check inside here, do we have the order that we created? So let's try to reload, and now it detected already. This is the order that we created, and the coordinate that we put is true, which is at the utem Satria. And that's it for the create order. Now let's test for get orders. So retrieve orders based on user role. So it will retrieve all orders of the users. So now this is using the get method. So let's try. Okay, get, and now it will return the all orders of the customer that we log in before this. So it has this order ID 22. So if we have 2 orders, then it will listed below here, the just inside the JSON, and then it will count. It will update the counter. So that's it for the get orders. Now let's try for the update the status of an order. So let's try update status. So I think this is for driver, but we will try if it's work for the users, for the user customer. Sorry. So let's try. We have the order ID. Okay, let's try order ID. Invalid order ID, which is 25. The status is pick up. Okay, and let's send. So it will show we need to post. So it will show order not found. What if we try to put 21? So you can only modify your own orders, which means that we need to log in as a driver first. So let's test the logout functionalities. Okay, logout.php. Okay, post. Okay, logout successful. And now let's log in back as a driver. Okay, now we are going to log in as a driver. So let's try to log in. Log in successful as a role driver. I'm sorry, we will try to update the status. Okay, sorry, we try to update the status. Okay, 21 status washing. Sorry, status pick up. Okay, let's try to send. Invalid status from delivered to pick up. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm sorry, this is invalid ID. So this is the true ID. It will show true or the status update successfully. Pick up, customer name is HARRAZ. So driver name is shows null. So let's reload the page of HARRAZ. So now it has the active order 22. So that means our API is correct. So let's see, this is the status transition from requested to pick up to washing and delivered. So this is the response that we get, which is the same as the postman, right? And now we are trying to use the rate order.php. Before to use the rate orders, we need to log in as a customer, and let's try to rate order here. We will try to rate the order that is not delivered status yet. So we will try to rate to know does it work or not. So let's try order ID 22 integer. I will put 5 as a rating, and we will use a message good. And let's try to send. Only customer can rate orders. That means we need to log out. This means that our API is detect the authentication. So it's just not going through the API by breaching itself. So let's try to log out first. Okay, post. Now log successful. Let's try to log in .php. We use here, and we put the email. It's mail.com 123456. So we need to send. Login successful as a HARRAZ, and we will check if the orders get orders.php. Get order.php. So it has the 22. The status is pick up. So let's try to rate the status pick up order. So for the rate orders, let's try to rate the order of the ID 22. So it shows here you can only rate delivered orders. So let's update the status of that order by we need to log out first. We need to log out first. Okay, after log out, we need to log in as a driver. PHP. Okay, let's log in as a driver. So we try to log in, and log in successful here. And let's update the status of the order 22. Update status, get the request body here, 22, and the status is delivered. Let's send. Invalid status from pickup to delivered. Okay, to pick up, it says pick up to washing. Let's update to washing first. Okay, updated to washing, and lastly is delivered. Okay, now the status is delivered. I will log out and log in as a customer of that order, and I will send to log in successful. And let's rate the order of 22. So get rate underscore order.php, and we change it to rate underscore order.php, order ID 22, rating is 5, comment is good. So let's try to send. Now it showed the rating submitted successfully. So I think that's all for the API endpoint that I have already demonstrated, and it is all working seamlessly. And it also have the error validation and the input for the input validation and sanitization. And I think that's it for the system. And I want to say thank you for your time to watch and listen to my presentation and demonstration of the Door2Dry system. Assalamualaikum.